Welcome for other learners to join, and then we'll start our discussion. Please wait for 2 more minutes, and then we'll start our discussion, guys. Thank you. Once again, welcome everyone. Welcome to Isha Training Solutions. So today our topic is actually Dynatrace. Uh, we are going to see what are all the course content that we are going to cover as part of this learning, guys. Okay, so please stop me at any point of time. Any question that you guys are having, please ask me so that we will discuss and then we'll move to the next topic. Okay, so here why we all are gathered here for the learning of Dynatrace APM tool. That is very important. So don't think like if I ask this question whether this question is actually a silly question or good question, or there is nothing like that. If you wanted to get more clarity, please stop me at any point of time, ask your question, and then we'll move on. Okay, so we'll quickly see the course content. So I hope in this forum you guys are already aware of the importance of learning this APM tool. I'll also add value to that. So there are say like in this forum there are people, they are searching for new job, or they wanted to cross skill upskill their knowledge. So for their benefit, I'm saying those who are searching for job in the market, if you go and check any performance testing or performance engineering job description, if you see, definitely one APM tool will be there for sure. Okay, for sure, one APM tool knowledge is actually bare minimum nowadays. That's how the industry is actually trending towards. Okay, so if you go and check any job description in the market, one APM tool is actually bare minimum nowadays. Okay, in that as usual, Dynatrace is actually a familiar tool in the market. So obviously learning this tool is actually a value add. That's actually a value add. Okay, and there are performance tester who joined in this forum. So now the trend is actually moving towards site reliability engineering, or chaos engineering, or observability engineering, like that. The trend is actually moving towards. Okay, so for those concepts also, for those latest concepts also, your APM tool is actually important. The learning of APM tool is actually very important. Okay, because these APM tools are actually playing a major role in implementing these concepts, this site reliability engineering or observability engineering and all. If you wanted to work, or if you wanted to implement, these APM tools are very important. Okay, so obviously what I mentioned, You wanted to get a new job in the market, this is also very important. You wanted to implement new feature into your application or your organization, there also these tools are very very important. And also root cause analysis. Okay, root cause analysis means what? Suddenly your customer is actually coming and saying so and so problem is actually happening in production. Without knowing what is that, they'll simply give you a problem statement, something happened in the production. Okay, in that case these APM tools are actually very much important, because this will give you a easy root cause analysis capability, because you can easily understand the problem is actually from the browser layer, or from the application layer, or from the infrastructure layer, or from the database layer. Like that you can easily understand, where the problem is. Okay, you can easily understand where the problem is. So that is the reason the learning of these tools becoming very 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 important. Okay, so like this there are different capabilities, different important features that are there. I'll cover while going through the content. Right now I wanted to touch base the high level importance. That is the reason we are checking in all these things. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll take a pause here. uh, any question you can ask your question, anything that you feel like this is my doubt, I wanted to get the clarity, like that. Anyone wanted to have any clarity, please ask your question, please. Please. No question till now. Yeah, sure. Thank you. So we'll move to the first topic. Actually, see, I'm explaining what are all the course content that we are going to cover. Okay. If you guys feel like yes, this is actually good, or any deviation that are possible or what, so I wanted to have a discussion kind of a session. So please ask your question, so that we'll see what are all the things that are possible while going through this course content. Okay, the first topic is actually getting the understanding of APM tool. Okay, APM tool means what? Application performance monitoring or application performance management means what? What we are going to get out of it. Okay, so in what way that is actually different from other tools in the industry. Okay, there are static monitoring tools are there, there are client side monitoring tools are there are profiling tools are there are DB profilers are there. All these tools are there. In what way this APM tool is actually different? Why we have to learn this tool? That understanding we are going to get while discussing about this topic. Okay, because that is a fundamental understanding, right? That is a basic. Okay, why we have to learn this tool? What are all the different capabilities that are there? In what way this tool is actually better than the remaining tools in the industry? All these understanding we are going to get it. Okay, so APM tools, what are all the core capabilities that are there? Okay, so every APM tools, how it is actually working. Okay, say a typical example is, I'll draw a picture. Say like you have your application server, you have your database server, even you have your browser also. Put it like, so you have your browser, you have your application server, you have your database server, a database server. So right now, what is actually happening because of the modern trend? I know you guys are already aware of all the modern trends and all, right? Like uh, the applications are moving from monolithic way to microservices way, right? You have complex, granular applications that are available. Okay, small deployments, small granular deployments. All those things are actually happening. So in that case, monitoring of those infrastructure is also very much important. Okay, you cannot simply say no. I don't know how to do that, or I don't know how to manage these infrastructure and all, right? Yes, we have the solution. These APM tools are actually having the capability to do that monitoring as well. Okay, so say like in this example, browser is there, application server is there, database server is there. Okay, so what we are actually going to do while implementing these APM tools, not only Dynatrace, any APM tool that we are doing. Okay, so what we will do, we will configure a small piece of software called agents. A small piece of software called agents. Okay, across all these servers, all these places. Okay, say in our case, okay, it is generally called as agents, but in Dynatrace world, they call that as one agents. Okay, one agent. Okay. Generally, people will call that as agents. In Dynatrace world, they call that as one agent. So what these agents are actually going to do? These agents are designed in such a way, it is actually going to collect browser related information, application server related information, database server related information, network related information, like that. Each and every layer level information it is actually going to collect. Once it is actually collecting, once it is actually collecting all these informations will be sent to the tool. Okay, all these informations are collected and it is actually going to where that actually respective APM tools, respective APM tools. Okay, so which means that what it may be Dynatrace, it may be AppDynamics, it may be Neuralink, it may be Datadog. Any tools that we are going to use, the primary fundamental knowledge is this one only. What we are doing, we are configuring the agents across different layers. The functionality of the agent is what? It is actually going to collect the information, and the collected information it will share to where the APM tools. In APM tools, what we are going to do, all display of information. Okay, display of information. What you wanted to do, you are going to display all those information, do the root cause analysis, identify the problem, where the problem is. It is actually from the web server, it is actually from the app server, it is actually from the DB server. DB means what are all the queries that are involved. Application means service level, process level, you are going to validate it. Host level means CPU utilization, memory utilization. All these things you are going to validate it. For that purpose, we are going to learn this APM tool. Okay, APM tool, we are going to learn this, which is very important, guys. Actually, nowadays, the focus of performance testing, more than that, focus of these usage of APM tool is actually becoming very high, guys. Okay, we have to accept it actually, because nowadays, once the infrastructure is actually moved to cloud, okay, on-prem to cloud infrastructure migration that are happened, right? Now the importance of this monitoring, APM tool level monitoring, is actually becoming very famous. Instead of talking about how to do performance testing in cloud infrastructure, yes, it is actually evenly important, but the but the importance of learning this APM tool is actually becoming very high. Okay, so just a minute, we got a question till now.
Hi, this is Amir here.
Yeah.
Uh, we are learning this Dynatrace as an end user or from the configuration like Dynatrace
Sorry,
in
your
a.
voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking, Amir. Come again.
No, no. What my question is like, we are learning Dynatrace as an end user or we are an admin role.
First part I understand. We are learning this as a end user, or what is the second part?
Hello,
Hello.
am I audible?
You're audible, but
Hello.
your voice is little blurred. I got the first part of the question. Whether we
No,
are learning this. Yeah.
This course has a Dynatrace end user or Dynatrace admin.
Okay. See, we are covering both aspects only. Okay. We are
Okay.
actually covering the installation part, configuration part, and then usage part. All the things we are covering, Amir.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Thank you.
but see, the admin level part is nothing but where you wanted to do what in Dynatrace, right? So that anyways we are going to cover it. Okay.
Because why I'm saying
Thank,
is like in our organization, like Kumar. So what happened is like we have a performance testing team who uses the Dynatrace as an end user, and there is a specific, specific team who handles the Dynatrace. So I didn't.
hmm.
I just want to understand like what is the difference of types of work they do as part as the performance tester and as part of Dynatrace engineer. So that's the reason I'm asking. So that's okay. So you are covering both the topics. So good, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah. See, I'll give you a high level understanding. Most of the time, you are not going to get any high level or detailed work in the admin part. Only in the end user part only you are going to get more usage, because there only you are going to do every activity. The admin level is nothing but the maintenance of it, or interacting with the team, and then how you are going to manage your access related, permission related, how you are going to deal with the licensing part of it. Those are the admin level activities. Okay. So those anyways, once you are into the ground, you wanted to use the tool, anyways you have to you have to manage all these things, right? So that is the admin part of it. But obviously our end goal is actually how you are going to use the tool and then get the benefit. So obviously end user part of it is actually going to get more of interactions. Thanks Rohit and thanks Ajay for helping me
Sir, I have one
by
question. This
putting
is
that
Parul.
question. Sorry.
Hello. This is Parul. I have one question regarding the same. Sir, like most of the people are looking for the job from after this course. So, like I was looking as an architect role for this Dynatrace. So, like, are you going to cover how to, install those agents and all, or you are
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to
Yeah, we are going to cover how we are going to install the agents, how the data is
configure
actually,
the
sorry.
configure the agents and all?
Yeah. So we are going to see active get installation, one agent
Mm-hmm.
installation, and how the data is actually coming to your Dynatrace. And we are going to investigate about host related, service related, process related, and then front end related. All those things we are going to cover, Parul.
And sir, one more thing. So the most of the things are moving to cloud like AWS. So we have like the EC2 or database server there. So like there is like a difference in installing the agents, or the like how the architecture works in the
See,
monolithic and the cloud actually.
it is just an installation of the one agent. In Dynatrace, what they are doing, they are providing the steps for configuring your one agent in the AWS infrastructure. Okay, but I would say it is not that much of a difference and all. It is just a matter of installing the one agent, and remaining activity and all. I think quite a similar. See, so you think from this perspective, right? AWS also, it is again Windows machine, it is again Linux machine. So obviously we are dealing with the same infrastructure concepts. Only thing is how you are going to configure your agent in the respective cloud vendor. Okay. So other than that, it's all quite a similar concepts only, Parul. So small understanding you need to get it during the installation phase alone. Other than that, it is all common understanding. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for your question. Karthikeyan, you unmuted yourself. Do you have any question, Karthikeyan?
No, I just joined actually. I was in my office meeting, so I completed it and joined back. So just
Oh,
I
okay.
joined,
Sure,
and
sure.
I'm just seeing that the presentation you are giving. So
Hmm.
you can carry on.
Okay,
Maybe if I have doubt,
okay, Karthikeyan. Yeah. Sure. Thank you. Sure. So now we have a fair understanding of how this APM tool is actually working, because now I'll go back to the traditional understanding. Traditionally, what people will do, there is a separate tool for infrastructure monitoring. There is a separate tool for your application profiling. Okay, so what you think from the customer perspective? No, what customer will think? Why should I recruit one person for infrastructure monitoring, one person for database monitoring, one person for application profiling? No, I don't want to spend my investment for the same activity. What is your activity? Root cause analysis. For the same root cause analysis, why should I invest for different tool level and all? And that too, I cannot find a single person with multiple skill set and all, right? So now it is very easy. You can find one person with the knowledge of Dynatrace. They can do everything, right? They can monitor infrastructure level, database level, real user monitoring level, synthetic monitoring level, network level, every component level they can do the monitoring. So that is the reason the importance of learning this tool is actually becoming very high, guys. Okay, even those who got the job or those who are actually finding the job in the market also, what input that I'm getting from them is like everybody is expecting one APM tool we have to learn. That is what the expectation. And even in the organization where you are working already as a performance tester or as a performance engineer also, there also now the trend is actually slowly moving. People are expecting, if you are a performance tester, why don't you focus on APM tools also? If you are a performance engineer, why don't you focus on implementing your process in the APM tool also? That is how the trend is actually moving also. So that is the reason we are here. We all are here for that reason only. We are going to learn the APM tools. So that is what we are going to set the context in the first one. And then the next topic is actually why it has to be learned by developers, performance testers, or performance engineers. Okay, so this is also a mindset only, guys. Okay, this is also a mindset. Everybody, what they are thinking, Dynatrace or these APM tools are actually meant for performance testers alone. That is a mindset everybody is actually having, but it is not like that. Don't think like this tool is actually designed for performance tester. No, anybody can use it provided what activity that they are doing, that is important. Okay, developers can use it, performance testers can use it, performance engineers can use it, system support engineers can use it, anybody can use it provided what activity that they are doing. That is very important. Okay, in our case it is most suited for performance testers, because performance testers, every job is actually related to these activities. So that's the reason everybody is actually thinking APM tools are required to be used by the performance testers. But I would say anybody can use it. Developers can use it. Developers, when they are implementing their unit, I mean, I don't know whether in this forum there are developers are there, but developers used to do unit testing. Okay, developers used to do unit testing. When whatever the small module that they are developing, they are doing the unit testing. But nowadays many are actually not focusing on unit testing because of the timeline pressure. I'm not blaming the developers. Because of the timeline pressure, the developers are actually, they are not performing sufficient unit testing. Okay, so what I would suggest, yes, they can use these concepts, these process to implement or deploy their locally developed application and to find what is actually happening. Yes, they can use it. Okay, I would not say they cannot do it. They can do it provided they should have a sufficient license. Okay, so developers can use this module. Even performance testers, I told you, performance testers. Okay, I'll put this question in the forum. Okay, guys, in this forum, the performance testers, I'm asking, like, you guys are actually doing uh, front end level metrics capture, front end level browser level metrics capture. Anybody is actually right now doing?
Yes, exactly.
Sai Krishna. Sai Krishna.
Yes.
Yeah. Which tool we are using, Sai Krishna?
As a performance is good, you are asking.
Your, sorry, your voice is breaking.
No, no, I'm
Sorry.
asking about the tool which you are using for performance testing. Hello.
Sorry, Sai Krishna, is it a problem from my end or your end? I don't know.
No, 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 no. I'm asking about the tool which we are using in our org, right?
Yeah, for measuring the front end metrics.
So we use Jmeter tool, and now the new project has been coming to us. They have started to using Dynatrace.
Dynatrace. No, no, no.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
think there is a
I
little
can.
understanding. There is a
This is
little
Shruti.
understanding issue. Just a minute.
Yeah,
Sorry, sorry, Shruti, you have
this
any
is
question?
Shruti. Yeah, no, I was just trying to tell you that the browser testing bit, browser part, browser metrics. We have been using web page tests or Chrome Dev tools, also synthetic monitoring on Dynatrace.
Okay, very good, Shruti. Okay, okay, okay. So, Sai Krishna, for your better understanding, I'm saying browser level metrics. Okay, unless I mean maybe you are integrating with some other tool or what, I'm not sure, but plain JMeter will not provide the browser level numbers. Okay, so what we are referring is actually in browser there are matrices like time to first byte, time to interactive, first visual change, on load, full load, first contentful paint, largest contentful paint, total blocking time. Like this, there are matrices are there, Sai Krishna. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
these numbers
I'm not
right
aware of
now,
that.
yeah, that's what. That is the reason I'm saying. For the better understanding, I'm saying
Okay.
these
Yeah, thank
numbers
you.
are not provided by the performance testing tool. That is the reason we are searching for options. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
in
Okay.
that Dynatrace is actually doing a wonderful job. That is what I'm
Oh,
trying to explain. Okay.
okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, sure,
Got it.
thank you.
Thank you.
Teja, you have question, please ask your question.
Yes, sir. So in Azure or any AWS environment, how these tools are deploying and like these softwares will use like a SaaS software as a service like that, or how it works?
Yeah, so Azure or AWS, end of the day, it is again an infrastructure, right? So obviously you can install the agent in the respective Windows machine and Linux machine, and also they are providing the integration option also. I mean, showing the integration with the AWS. You can see the what is happening in the AWS level also. Yes, these tools are actually compatible in monitoring the AWS, monitoring the Azure. That is your first part of the question. Second part of the question, yes, these tools are actually, I mean, this particular tool I wanted to specifically say about Dynatrace. They have both the models. SaaS model is also available, managed model is also available. Okay, managed model is actually on premises. SaaS model obviously, software as a service. Through that you can monitor your infrastructure or your application. Both the models are actually available, Teja. Okay.
Okay. So for this course, we are going to cover both or
SaaS.
only one?
SaaS.
SaaS.
Yes, SaaS
Oh,
model. Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, sure. For everybody's benefit, managed model now, Dynatrace is not providing the license. Okay, managed model, uh, for the learning purpose they are not providing the license. Only if you are proving yourself that you are a potential customer and you are doing a proof of concept, that time only they are sharing the managed license. Other than that, everybody is actually getting only the SaaS model license. So that's the reason we are going to learn using that. Okay.
Oh, only the port
So
is different, right,
Okay.
Kumar? Only the port, opening the port is different when compared to SaaS and on-premises.
that is
Rest
a
of the
small
things are
difference.
small,
Yeah,
right?
rest all same. Rest all same. Only thing is the deployment architecture is alone. The difference there and here. In the session, only thing is we will learn every capability using the SaaS based model. Okay.
Oh, okay. Because why I'm asking is like the first question will be on the difference in the architecture of on-premises and SaaS. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's the
definitely.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'll cover that. And one more thing. So I am going to cover the interview preparation point of view also, and also certification preparation point of view also. Okay. While I mean, yes, I don't think everybody will go for it, but those are actually attempting to go for associate certification or Dynatrace certification that you wanted to do. I'll while going through the session, I'll also explain in these places you are going to get one or two questions in certification, like that also I'll cover, so that it is easy for you guys to get the understanding in the interview level and also in the certification level. So it is you guys can make use of it. So that kind of a coverage will be there. So sorry.
Sorry, I was just asking. So, are you also certified for Dynatrace?
Yeah, Suji.
Okay, that's helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. So um, where we are, yeah, so we are going to cover the interview perspective also, and also certification perspective also. Okay. So which means that we are going to get end-to-end coverage, and also in industry what are all the best practices that are happening. Okay, that also we are going to cover it, guys. Okay, because I interacted with multiple customers. There are customer expecting so and so problem statement. There are customer, they are expecting so and so things to be focused on. They want real user monitoring in a detailed way. They want pure path. Okay, pure path is actually an important concept. I mean, earlier, some two months before, it was called as pure path. Now it is actually, the name is actually changed to distributed traces. So distributed traces, some customer they focus on. So those things also we are going to cover as part of this course content. So which means that our focus area, industry best practice, how in real time people are using this, how in interview people are asking question, and how in certification they are asking questions, so that we have to prepare ourselves. So all these coverage we are going to do it, guys. Okay. So coming back, so introduction, we will set the context of Dynatrace, and then who are all the competitors for Dynatrace. Yes, we are going to get that understanding. And then components and solution architecture, just now I told you, SaaS based model or managed model, all those explanation we are going to do. And then application monitoring. Okay, maybe the application monitoring is right now in Dynatrace they are calling that as front-end monitoring. Okay, front-end monitoring. So front-end monitoring is nothing but your real user monitoring. Okay, when you are, say I am accessing my application in the browser. I'm accessing my application in the browser, how it is actually working. Okay, how the components are loading. Is there any component level delay that is actually happening, or which layer I'm getting more delay? All those understanding we are going to get it using this real user monitoring concept. That real user monitoring, I'm going to explain it in three different ways, guys. Okay, so don't think like all these three different ways you will be using it in your organization. No. Option one, you are going to use it. If there is no provision available in your organization, you can go to option two. If there is no provision available in your organization, option three, like that. There are three options are available to do the real user monitoring. We are going to learn all the three. Okay, so here in the training session, I should not give you only one options, right? We are going to learn all the options, so that, this is all value add, guys. Okay, even in the interview, if you are telling I know three method of doing the real user monitoring, people will see, yeah, this is the candidate that I expected, because they want multitasking or multiple options. If you are aware of it, then you are good in the tool, right? So that's how we are going to learn this tool as well. So three different ways we are going to learn it. And also we are going to learn about, actually Dynatrace is actually having the concept of REST APIs, guys. Okay, Dynatrace is actually having the concept of REST API. So I'm going to show you one sample of how the API concept is actually working. And then session segmentation. Session segmentation means what? Dynatrace is actually dividing your entire log into sessions, individual sessions. Instead of making into a entire log, they wanted to make that into different session. That session level we are going to analyze it. Okay, user session level, we are going to analyze it. I will explain on what basis Dynatrace is actually categorizing individual sessions, when an individual session will start and end, right? So that level of understanding also we are going to get it. Actually, one or two certification question will come in this section. So we will see in detail. Okay, we will see in detail during our regular session. And then dashboarding. Okay, dashboarding. See, there are organizations, what they are doing, they will create one detailed dashboard, one detailed dashboard they will create, and they will give the task to the junior person in the team. Okay, I mean, junior in the sense like not like a fresher, 1 or 2 years experienced fresher. So because they wanted to monitor the dashboard, and if there is any issue they will report it. That kind of a task also they are giving. So why I'm saying this, dashboard is that kind of an important concept. So we are going to see how to create the dashboard, and how to share the dashboard, and how to generate the report, or how to clone the dashboard, how to modify your dashboard. All those things we are going to understand. And then the next one is your uh, Dynatrace reporting capability. Okay, so this part, I think uh, uh, in the current version they are doing some modification. Okay, and then which means that we are going to get service quality report means what, availability report means what, like that we are going to get that understanding. I mean, reading those reports. Okay, that is all we are going to get it. And then problem analysis. Okay, problem analysis means what, root cause analysis, how to do this is very 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 important topic, guys. Okay, this root cause analysis is very very important. We are going to understand in a detail. And then visual resolution path. Visual resolution path means Dynatrace is having the capability to show you when the problem is actually started, when the problem is actually ended, how much of a time it is actually prolonged. All those information Dynatrace will give you. And while, I mean, some problem happened in the application, I wanted to get some notification, alerting, right? Alerting. So Dynatrace is actually having lot of capabilities. In that, two capability we are going to show you. One is email notification, another one is Slack notification. Slack is actually a tool, guys. Okay, Slack is actually a chatting tool. So we are going to see the Slack notification and also email notification. Both the things we are going to do. And then there is important topic called profiling and optimization. I mean, how to take memory dump using Dynatrace, and how to analyze the process crash, and how to understand where the CPU is actually spending each and every process that are monitored, right? That process where the CPU is actually spending, that information also we are going to get it. And then a very very important topic called synthetic monitoring. This is actually industry familiar topic. Okay, in industry, if you are saying like we are doing synthetic monitoring, that's actually a very famous concept. So Dynatrace is actually having the capability to do the synthetic monitoring also. Okay, so during our regular session I'll explain about what is synthetic monitor, why we are doing the synthetic monitor, what are all the types available in Dynatrace. All those things we are going to discuss. And then management zone. Management zone is nothing but how you are managing your data across dev environment, QA environment, prod environment, like that. That also we are going to check it. Service level monitoring, database level monitoring, host level. Host level is server level. Okay, your server level monitoring. And somebody asked a question, right? AWS level, can we monitor or what? So we are going to look into the integration part. I mean, how to integrate your Dynatrace with the AWS, and we are going to see the data. And then network level monitoring, and what are all the different technologies that are monitored by Dynatrace. And one more very important concept is actually integrating with your load testing tool. Integrating with your load testing tool, and you are going to see the data in Dynatrace. You are going to see the data in Dynatrace. And then tips and tricks to use the Dynatrace, real world example, question and answer. So these are the course content that we are going to cover as part of our learning, guys. Any question, guys, still?
Hi, sir. So here
Hi.
we are able to see only AWS. This is Teja. And can we expect Azure also?
Azure, okay. I'll check the feasibility, okay. Because you need to have Azure account and then you need to have the integration happen. So I'll add it up, Teja. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I'll add that
Thank
while explaining about AWS.
you. Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Plus, but please remind me when we are doing the regular session. Okay, so that time I'll explain that. Okay, sure.
Sure.
So for the learners who joined today for evaluating us, this is Kumar sir number. Okay, 8019952427. Okay, 8019952427. Kumar sir number. I'm sharing this in the chat as well. You guys can take it. Okay. I'll also share this course content link also. You guys can take it. Okay, so this this training session is actually planned for 15 plus hours of session. Okay, 15. Okay, 15 plus hours of session we are planning, and this is a time slot, guys. Okay, 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST, correspondingly in other locations. Okay, 7:30 a.m. to, look at here, 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST, correspondingly in US, UK, and other locations. Okay, you can see the time here. So 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. each day, 1 hour, and this is actually a weekday session. Okay, weekday means Monday to Friday, right? Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday holiday. Okay, weekday session, Monday to Friday we are going to have the session 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. 15 plus hours of session we are planning. Each day, 1 hour we are going to take it, and all these sessions are actually recorded. All these sessions are actually recorded. We are going to upload day by day video in YouTube playlist URL. These videos you are going to have it for lifetime access. These videos you are going to have it for lifetime access. So any exceptional cases, some personal issues, or some official issues, we are unable to attend certain session also, no problem. Anyways, we are going to share the recorded session daily basis. You can go through the content, you can watch the complete video, and then you can come back and you can ask your question. Okay, so we are going to have it for lifetime access, and all the artifacts, sample softwares, sample applications, and everything we are going to share through Google Drive. Okay, through the Google Drive we are going to share it, so you can download it, you can configure it in your machine, so that we all will parallelly learn, guys. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So I also mentioned we are going to cover all the interview related questions, certification exam related questions, best practices that are happening in the industry. All those things we are going to cover. And there are times, people will say, sir, I'm new to this industry, or I'm searching job, or I'm going to cross skill upskill myself. Yes, for everybody this course content will be suitable, because we are going to have the fundamental understanding. So right from the scratch only we are going to learn this, so it is easy for everybody to catch up. So everybody can learn this too. Okay, as I mentioned, um, you are going to implement Dynatrace, or you are going to implement Dynatrace for different other activities, like uh, your the observability point of view, SRE related point of view. Yes, this tool is very, very important. Okay, so when the batch is actually starting, so actually today is our first demo, right? Probably we'll have one more demo tomorrow. So I mean, while going through the demo itself, anyways we are going to cover the course content. So means that from tomorrow we are going to get the actual content. We are going to start, Karthikeyan. From tomorrow we are going to start the actual content, but probably tomorrow we'll extend for one more demo session. Yeah, but the topic one we are going to start from tomorrow. And do you have weekend call? See, actually, one session is actually completing this week. This Saturday, one weekend Dynatrace is actually completing. Okay, I mean we are in the last session. Okay, so probably I'm not sure when the next cycle will come for the weekend, but right now the plan is for this weekday Dynatrace, Karthikeyan. But if you wanted to get any further detail, please touch base with Kumar sir. He will guide you, because he is having the schedules and everything. So you can talk to him, Karthik. Yeah, you're welcome. So those who wanted to enroll for this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir. So from tomorrow, we are going to start our actual topic. We don't want to miss any topic. We don't want to miss any critical discussions that we are doing. Please enroll yourself. From tomorrow, we are going to start our session, guys. Okay. Thanks for the learners who joined today. Thanks for giving me this opportunity for sharing my knowledge and experience with you people. Yes, we are going to continue the same kind of interactive session for the upcoming days also. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. Thanks all. Bye bye.